Why, hello, hi, it is me, it is I, Small Town Didi, your Khadi, and these are very internet and akastracha and bakalau yara. You guys, I've been like, Didi, don't talk about it, you are not ready, the people aren't ready, what are people gonna say, what do people think, what's the approach, what are we, little, you guys, you not actually have to be like, sometimes I know it doesn't seem like it when I come off here and I'm very off the cuff and like borderline sometimes I'll own it. I think I can be flippant sometimes in some of the things I say, like, yeah, well, I said it, you know, but like sometimes I actually have to be like, it's so sensitive, right? I really need to talk about blacks and death. Blacks and I am, you know what, rich coming from me. If you are from my area, you know I stand to benefit a lot from the funeral business, right? The burial business, whatever you want to call it. You know, but because of how I'm pivoting, if you would like, or it's not too hard a pivot if you ask me, so I don't feel like, okay, business-wise, I'm finding myself going into that line, and it's gonna serve me quite well if it goes how I want it to go, and it's serving me at the moment, right, to a degree. But like, I thought COVID was gonna help us as blacks. I thought COVID was gonna be the reset that lets us know that we don't need these huge ass funerals, bloated budgets for these so-called funerals just to send one person off. Why do the performance of grief, like everything about how we do funerals is really exhausting to me. A whole week to arrange this thing, and it's not so much the burial itself, it's the things, the fare around it that makes it such that we can't just hear that someone has left the physical plane and we must send off their vessel, and then within 2 days off they go, and that's that, and then people can send their messages of condolences or what. No, we can't just do that. It's a whole thing, you guys. It's a production. It's a renaissance. It's a fucking world tour. It's moving parts. And what the thing that really just like gets to me I literally was like to my friend, why is the bereaved also expected to be the gracious host? How is it that you're here to see me through my time of grief, or I'm coming to see you through your time of grief, yet you must also be so gracious and be catering and have monies that appear from God knows fucking where to cater to all these people that have stopped by? It's truly my mind. I can't get my mind around it. COVID showed us it's actually unnecessary. I'm hoping, I think it's already late for my generation because I'm participating already. But no idea club because I'm club, you know, club my size. Little my size, because, and that's the thing, Didi, my size game, that little cold drink, is it a 250 ml, the Coca-Cola little, the miniature bottle, I think it's a 250 ml, we call that my size in my part of the world. I don't know what everybody else is calling it, right? It's a thing now. You know, club my size, no, my club is full, you can't join the club, girl, like, I start joining another club. So it's already late for people like, how am I critiquing it, participating? Nicely, that's how. But, you know, club my size and stuff, and it's like, I'm already at the age where I'm seeing that we're not gonna change it. Like, it's not my generation that changes how we do this thing. We are going to continue to perpetuate this rubbish, right? And it's getting extravagant. We didn't used to put up all the decor. It's again back to the consumption of like the funerals we see televised, right? You know, you see your celebrities memorial service, and the stage had like all kinds of candles and flowers and all manner of things, and we start to think, social media is really fucked with us. We start to think that's real life. Like, we think it's attainable, we think that's the standard, we think that's the norm, and then we all start doing it, right? Within reason, right? Within what we feel we can afford, but sometimes we stretch ourselves as well, right? Because we're now thinking, guys, just over, not too long ago, almost in a deco, like deco. Like, is it the funerals I'm going to? Has it just been the first? Because, baby, it's candle. Have you seen the price of candles? Have you seen the price of candles? I wish I had a candle here so you could see what the hell I'm talking about. Like a pillar candle, not even like a mammoth kind of one, like a miniature, like an average size candle. What? Not even this, like half. Have you seen the price of that? It's almost like $60, right? And you need to create that feel of like lingeloyi ascending. That time is probably the uncle that was groping all the fucking kids. We'll talk about that bit in a bit, right? It's like a bajillion candles, and it's like, oh, it's almost like makandilale atamusha, and I never. Why are we doing it? I'm participating. What's again? I am the wrong person for this. I can't even look at the camera today the way I'm reading myself. Like, hey, girl, you are the main one saying, when I get my kerese. Oh, I'm like, we need them at different heights just so that the eye doesn't fall flat. Yeah, we need them to be. That's also why I was arranging faux flowers the other day, and I was like, I want to get into why faux flowers, but I don't want to, right? I didn't feel like it at the time. I was really down, and I was really feeling like, oh my god, bitch, little brokey. But like, the reason it's faux flowers is that I realized that in my environment, people want the look, but they want the look for less, or they can only attain the look for less, right? How can I provide this experience of that full floral stage backdroppy experience of a memorial service or a party or whatever at a rental cost where I'll continue to make money, because faux flowers are not going to go off, so they're for rental. That's why I started that business, by the way. That's why last year I'm like, let me learn how to do this. People want the stuff, but they can't afford the fresh flowers. How do I give them this look? Right? How do I still provide this experience for them, and they can feel like, because it's a thing now, right? We even look at the casket and be like, yo, that's that casket, that the one where it's like, oh, he's not wrapped in cloth. He's in something that was once a tree, like he's in a wooden box, like basic standard level, at least or something, you know, which is wild, because the very cow that used to be slaughtered to send you off, because Maria Tanja Falale, but usually keep okay, whatever, I'm not doing the cultural stuff. But they would take that very mohopa from the animal that was slaughtered, and they would wrap you in it, and they would send you off, and moon type thing, and you would be off. You know, your physical, your vessel would be off, and your spirit would then go about however it is that you believe you ascend, or however you believe you go on about. And now it's become this thing, guys. The caskets are Kidom. This is us. Oh. Links are being sent all over the place, because you know, since COVID we now send each other links because people weren't able to attend, but now it's standard, right? People just like stream the thing for those who can't come home or what have you. But people really do tune in to check if, like, you know, the setup is drip, like the casket, like that's part of the set. Y'all, what is wrong with us? What is the matter with us? It is. Why? You guys, why? And then the planning. That's the part that I really wanted to get to. The amount of, I remember posting a TikTok about this. The amount of financial, that's how you know we actually know how to plan financially. We just choose that this is the thing that we're gonna plan around. Death. Literally the one thing that's not going to give anything back. right? It's the funeral covers, it's the social clubs, anything except for something that is for the living or that will possibly come back and multiply. How many of us have education funds for our kids from the time that they get here? Right? But dear me, my mom has probably been paying for like a funeral cover for me from the time I was a goober, for in case something happens to me, she can give me a dignified send off. Bitch, what the fuck do that mean? I'm gone. Like, a dignified send, but nobody wants to give you a dignified education or a dignified varsity experience. Nobody's planning for that fucking shit. And I remember having this conversation with my bestie. I'm like, even financial institutions, she said this to me as well, because they do this on purpose, because you know who's in charge of it. Has anybody ever called you from these financial institutions and tried to sell you an education, anything of any sort? Any other kind of cover or policy of any kind of sort? No. They're constantly trying to sell people, black people in particular, on some funeral shit, because they know we about that funeral shit. Even for the people who don't deserve it, we go all out. They earned to be in there. They don't even deserve the mohupa of the animal, because that beast is not getting like slaughtered to wrap you up. You fucking touchy-feely fuck. Do you see? But even that fucking nonsense of a person gets a so-called because it's about us. What are we trying to tell? What are we trying to tell people? What are we trying to communicate? What's the point of, can we talk? What are we saying? Because you come to my home and I get bent, I don't even have a ceiling, but I'm very concerned with putting together a funeral that says we're okay and we can, but like we're looking around and clearly you're not. But somehow on a monthly basis, there was a budget to say, two Bugaigai, Iaga 2 mountains. Two Bugaigai, Iaga Maitigo, Regatara Balago, Babe. Marauna 2 something, Yabatella for the lost born, so that they have a different varsity experience from you. The constant planning around death drives me up the wall. How we, like literally like bees, just swarm like people's homes, and there's no other way to. Do you know what I do want you guys to stop doing for me though? Because we've had this conversation. So like it's like, Didi, what is the solution? Girl, I don't have the solutions, okay? You know, my size, like truly, okay? I'm just saying like, maybe the younger ones, like stop it, don't be like us, be different. But what I do like to do is I don't believe in showing up empty-handed. If my friend is going through something, I'm not going to show up to their homes and be like, oh girl, I came to see you. See me do what, bitch? Like, I came to see you. Be useful when people are grieving, because you know that there's a performance that they expected to be doing. Stop showing up to people's homes, especially Lena. Yo, somebody said I must leave them alone, but corporate hands love this shit. Corporate hands really think Matsoro is beneath them. They like to show up to people's homes, right? Not give of their physical, not want to do anything to help. Like, it's almost like us lower level bitches, we can run around and do whatever. They're so tired. What? Then why are you here to sit around and look at me with your field bar drinking expensive liquors? Don't fucking come around here. Don't. Stop showing up. If you feel you're not that person, go to Mamang Mang, who bakes the scones. Place an order for a bucket of scones. By the way, Mamang Mang is actually me, so you hit me up, okay? Call Mamang Mang. I told you guys I win in this, like, oh my god. Literally, how am I sabotaging myself? But go to Mamang Mang, place your bucket of scones, order, go collect it, and show up to people's homes. And that's one less thing for your person that they now don't need to be like, okay, I need to spend the night baking so that all the rawan is in the morning, I'm not all stressed out about her. Do you see what I'm saying? If it's the middle of the week, go past the routes, okay? If you have a 500 rand to spare, you do, because 2 of your champagnes are exactly that. So people buy during the week for all the people that are coming in and out, right? If the Peter needs something, it's that kind of ask the people, hey, is there too many scones? Should I maybe bring something else? You as a group of friends, order orekabu, be something, takanchang, like be useful in people's lives. Do you understand what I'm saying though? The thing where you know that this person is bleeding resources left, right, and center, and your whole thing, so the fuck? Don't come around me, bitch. Because I would never do that. I don't see how, and it's like, this is really a chat for the corporate, because the rest of us who know we don't got it like that, Risha Matsoro, guys. Do you understand? We go and we understand that because you bought the beef, but you just did your nails. Bitch, my nails are done too. Okay, whatever. And you just did your nails and you can't clean them. I'll do it. And I'll cook and I'll make sure that the family's still eating that week. You know, you have to remind people when they're going through that stuff that, hey, you need to eat. Hey, did you eat? Right here. Here's the plate. Here, eat. I cooked this. Right? It's be useful to the people that you say you love. Your presence is appreciated, but your efforts when you're present are actually very essential for the person to get through that period. But that's just I didn't even think I was going to be here that long. Mwah. Bye, Yella.